This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast's Fight Week, the professional debut of Galal Yafai. That should be headlining, really, shouldn't it?
Nah, not with Lomachenko Galal. He's more big time than me, so I'm happy to stand on the card.
Very humble response from your brother, Gamal.
I know, it's too humble for my liking, but yeah, he's the man on this show.
How are you? Didn't recognise you when I looked round. Obviously, you're letting the beard hang out, shall we say?
Just doing my thing, chilling.
Good to hear. I said to you earlier on, you ready? And you just said always. So you've been fighting the majority of your life. So it's going to be a little bit different, as in what to expect, but nothing you haven't seen before.
Yeah, you know what? It's just a boxing fight for me. Obviously, boxed at Olympic Games and numerous other tournaments. I'm not trying to make out like it's a big fight. You know, I know it's my pro debut and it's over 10 rounds, but like I said, I'm just going to take every round as it comes. Yeah, it's just a fight for me.
I'll start with you. Same question to both of you, but how nervous will you be? Obviously, you've watched Cal fight his whole career as well, and vice versa for you, Cal. But seeing Galal in there for the first time as a pro, how nervous will you be?
I won't be probably as nervous as I was for Cal, because Galal's Olympic gold medalist. Sorry, Cal. And he's a lot. He's the man at flyweight. Personally, I think you can just put him in there. After this fight, maybe one more, you could put him in there with the world champions at flyweight. That's what I generally believe. So, him fighting on Sunday, his opponent is no problem.
I'll let you kind of answer that question as well, Cal, and also, respond to your brother's little slide.
You gotta be honest, just because you're you gotta be honest. Galal's a 29-year-old Olympic gold medalist, a fully grown man. Cal was...
I wouldn't say fully grown, but, you know.
Yeah, he is. Cal, yeah, he was a top world-class amateur still when he turned pro, but he wasn't, he was an Olympic gold medalist with, with the potential Galal's got. Obviously, after a few fights with Cal, we all knew the potential he had, but we're talking the amateur potential as well, and that helps for in the pros.
Your response?
He tried saving it there. Let him have it.
But in terms of nervous and obviously
I'm pretty chilled about it. Being nervous when he's fighting for an Olympic medal, Olympic final, that's a complete different kettle of fish compared to what we're doing Sunday. Like, he's going in there making his pro debut over 10 rounds. That's the only thing, it's just 10 rounds, but I've seen what he's doing in the gym. Sparring 10 rounds, no problem. So I've got no worries. Like I said, Olympic finals is the biggest sporting stage on the planet. This is basically nothing compared to that.
Galal, you've had to kind of have your amateur career alongside watching your brothers have the majority. We don't know if you're retired or not yet.
I'm retired.
Oh, you are retired? All right. You're definitely not retired. But you've had to watch Gamal and Cal have their pro careers kind of parallel with you being in the amateurs, which must have been a little bit strange because there's like 3 years in between there, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I was just doing my thing behind the scenes. Obviously, they're professional, which is good because they've got to do it all before me. So when I come into it, they've been there, done it. So the mistakes they've made, they can help me with, which I have done. So I think it's a blessing, really.
And it was inevitable that you would have gone with Eddie Hearn. Obviously, Eddie guided Cal from day one to becoming world champion. You've obviously had success with Eddie, European title, etc. So was it a no-brainer for you to stick with Hearn?
Kinda. Obviously, the fact that Kal Gamal boxed with Matchroom, I think that was a big help. But also, Eddie's one of the best promoters in the world. It's hard to turn down when the best promoter in the world wants to sign you. He's British as well. I'm British. I think it's a no-brainer, really.
Is it safe to say that you are the most talented out of the three?
I don't think I'm the most talented. I don't think I'm the most talented. I just think sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. So maybe if Kal Gamal waited, I don't know, a few years and waited for Olympic Games, they could have had a gold medal. But I waited and it was me that had the gold medal. So I just think it's just right place, right time. And yeah, a bit of luck on the way too.
Your thoughts on that? Is he the most talented from the three?
Yeah, I think he's the most naturally most talented. Yeah, I think like when I first started amateur boxing, Cal started amateur boxing, and Galal started amateur boxing. If you watched all of us, Cal was probably the least talented, and Galal was always, you know, the most talented. When he weren't boxing, we'd be sparring, and you know, just in the house messing around, and you'd always think, bloody hell, he's not bad for someone who hasn't had no fights. And I remember I used to pester him all the time because he used to play football. And I used to say to him, you need to come to the gym, you need to come to the boxing gym. You ain't going to make it in football, you're too small. But because he was so good at football, because he was very good at football, but he was small, so I was like, you're not going to do it, you're too small, you're too small. And I remember saying to him, actually on the day saying to him, like, you've got to come to boxing. Eventually, he listened. So I want 2% of his earnings.
Is it me? Does he keep digging at you? I don't know. I'm hearing...
Obviously, Cal...
I swear he referred to you as the least talented.
Listen.
Did he?
Be honest though, yeah. Cal was the least. Eventually, you know, he smashed it and won more title. Cal, be honest. You talk, go on. You be honest.
No, he's allowing you.
Yeah, you talk.
Former world champion, Gamal Yafai to speak.
He's
Sorry.
the best. He's won the world title, so he's the best. You know what I mean? He's won the world title. We all three of us are pros, yeah. He's the best at the minute because he's won the world title. So.
Have you realised how it happens though? He gives it me and then he ends it with you know what I mean?
Okay.
Backhanded compliments.
Was I right though?
Yeah.
Was I right?
I'll just say Galal's the most talented and that's it.
But when we all was amateur, who was the least talented at the beginning?
Dog shit, yeah.
So
I was dog shit.
So
I was
thank
bad.
you. I was right.
I was bad. Coog, if you had to bet, I don't know, your house or your Palm Angels that you wear,
Steady.
on me being a world champion and see me as a kid coming through, 11, 12-year-old, you would have said no chance. But Galal's different. Galal was good from the get-go.
But, I mean, he makes a point that kind of at Galal's age, if you guys had kind of waited longer and turned professional and kind of given it more on the amateur scene, and
I did. I was boxing for GB from when I was like 15 till I was 23. I'd done 2 Olympic cycles. I qualified for 2 Olympic Games, but I just weren't good enough. You know what I mean? To actually do it at that time.
I think Cal was like world class. You know, like you could definitely see him win an Olympic medal with a bit of luck and, you know, draws and whatever. But just being honest, Olympic gold, it's hard to do that. You know what I mean? It's the hardest. See me, I always say, I think like you can win a world title. Me and Cal could be unified world champions, and it's not better than Olympic gold. That's the pinnacle of boxing, I think.
It's pinnacle in sport.
Yeah.
You can name loads of world champions from Great Britain as boxers, but you can't name any Olympic champions. So that just says it.
I'm not entirely sure I agree with that, because there's things in professional rankings that can match a gold medal. Do you not think?
No.
If you were undisputed at your weight, you don't think that's a good call to be?
Yeah, but it's still not Olympic champion.
It's not, but what I'm saying is it's a match for having an achievement in that.
It's a closest, but it's not Olympic champion. You're not beating Olympic champion, you're not beating it. You could be undisputed champion, you're not beating Olympic champion. That's it. You can. The thing is, in pro boxing, you can maneuver things and do things to get there, but becoming Olympic champion, you can't maneuver that. You can't. You have to go through the
bush, innit? There's no beating around the bush with Olympic gold. You have to fight the top ones, innit? There's no you fight him. There's rematch scores here. There's this. Nah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends really. Obviously, being Olympic champion and winning Olympic gold is hard. It's hard being unified or undisputed world champion. But I know they're right in the fact that they say you can maneuver things, and being Olympic champion, you have to beat 4 or 5 fighters in the space of a week or 2, or whatever. so you have to fight who's there. But like I said, it's right place, right time sometimes. There's some top fighters who don't win Olympic gold that are good enough. There's some people that don't win a world title that are good enough. I think it's just your luck, the right place, right time, and I got the good luck.
But you don't see, when you see Olympic champions, are all exceptional fighters. You don't look at an Olympic, you can't think of one Olympic champion and say he was shit or he was average. You have seen many world champions that are pretty average. That's the difference.
Yeah, I agree with that, because you can't say everyone who's won a world title is of kind of elite standing. Like I said, sometimes it's about, look, you can fight for a vacant title against someone who's ranked somewhere up the governing bodies, and you could win a world title that way, and that has happened. You could be given one through default as well. So or email, right? But I think people know who the elite world champions are in the sport, and I think becoming undisputed in a way, I think is a good match for what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just off just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And if you have a look at, if you look at any Olympic final at flyweight, at Galal's weight, you watch the 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, you watch all of them, and then trying to just nick it. You see how Galal tries to win it. The difference in the Olympics was just like heart, skill, everything in one. You know what I mean? It was just next level. And if anyone watching this does, want to watch the Olympic finals, the Cubans, the way Galal won it was just next level.
Okay, final one, because you have to go off and be ushered by Darren from Matchroom. Yeah. It's all right, mate. Name check for you there as well, Darren. You're not messing about this week, straight into a 10-rounder against Bautista. So, yeah, Eddie Hearn said this, that you were going into kind of chucking you in straight away, because there was no point in kind of wasting time on 4s and 6-rounders and doing that. It's straight in. I said to you, Lomachenko-esque, you kind of said, like, I wish, but, you don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what? I've had a few people give me stick about that one, that Lomachenko one. Just to clarify, I don't think I'm Lomachenko. I know I'm Galal Yafai. I do things my way. And I'm just enjoying the journey, man. Like, I've got 10 rounds on Sunday against this tough Mexican who's coming to beat me. But this is what I do for boxing. I'm just excited, man.
We look forward to it. Sunday night boxing live on DAZN, or if you're at the O2, and the O2 is all right, because Darren's been helping fix the roof, haven't you?
Yeah. Slowly.
Yeah?
Yeah, slowly.
Get in there.
The big man, Darren.
We'll know tomorrow.
Big man, Darren. Look,
Darren's been
he looks at you like he's kids, doesn't he? Like, he does, doesn't he? And there's a new addition now, isn't there?
You know what? He's looked after us like his kids. Darren, how long since, like, 2012? Been a long time.
2011 I joined the Matchroom. So
I mean, I turned pro in 2012.
To be fair, the three of you are the same height as his kids, so that's probably what it is as well.
Calm down, mate.
Hey, come on, what? Hold on a minute, well, I can't join in this band.
They're only, like, how old are the kids? About 7, 8? What?
12.
12's the youngest. Wish you the best luck on Sunday night. Obviously, the O2, decent crowd in there on Sunday night as well, so, yeah, do your thing.
Looking forward to it. I'll probably chat to you after.
You definitely will. Thank you very much. Kal Gamal Galal, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.